Amy Roloff shares heartwarming photos from a spur-of-the-moment outing with fiancé Chris Marek. Hello viewers, I am Alana. Welcome back to my channel, USA Daily History for Roloff family latest news update. Please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. Amy Roloff, star of TLC's long-running reality series Little People, Big World, has always been open with her fans about the ups and downs of her personal life. From her very public divorce from Matt Roloff to finding love again with Chris Marek, Amy has never shied away from sharing candid moments. Recently, Amy delighted her followers once more when she posted a series of photos from what she described as a spur-of-the-moment outing with her fiancé, Chris, proving that sometimes, the best memories are the ones that happen without planning. In this in-depth feature, we'll break down everything about Amy and Chris's spontaneous adventure, explore how this couple continues to capture hearts, and examine what their journey means to their loyal fanbase. We'll also look back at their relationship timeline, share reactions from fans, and dive into what makes their love story so enduring. Amy Roloff, 61, and Chris Marek, 59, have become one of reality TV's favorite couples, and for good reason. Their relationship blossomed after Amy's divorce from Matt Roloff, her husband of nearly 30 years, and the father of her 4 children, Zach, Jeremy, Molly, and Jacob. When Amy and Chris started dating in 2017, some fans were skeptical. Could a real estate agent from Oregon truly make Amy happy after all she'd been through? Fast forward to today, and the answer seems clear: yes. Their bond has only strengthened, despite the normal ups and downs that any couple experiences, plus the added pressure of being under the microscope of reality TV fame. In her recent Instagram post, Amy wrote, "Sometimes the best days are the ones you don't plan for. Chris and I decided to go on a little adventure, just the two of us. No big plans, just enjoying each other's company and the beauty of where we live." She accompanied her words with a carousel of sweet photos, showing the couple smiling in front of scenic Oregon backdrops, grabbing ice cream, and laughing together while exploring local trails. So, what did their spontaneous day look like? According to Amy's captions and stories, it started with a simple idea. They woke up on a Saturday morning with no commitments and decided to get out of the house. As anyone who follows Amy knows, she loves to document life's little moments, especially when they involve her family or Chris. They grabbed their coffee to go, hopped in Chris's motorcycle, and set off with no specific destination in mind. This sense of adventure seems to be a big part of what Amy loves about her relationship with Chris. In the past, she's admitted she wasn't always comfortable with change or doing things on the fly. But with Chris, she feels freer, willing to embrace the unexpected. The couple stopped at a local farmer's market, picked up fresh berries and pastries, and wandered through antique shops. They then headed to one of their favorite walking trails, where they spent hours talking about everything and nothing, the kind of easy, intimate conversation that only comes with deep trust. Amy shared photos of the wildflowers they found along the path, and even snapped a selfie of her and Chris with messy hair and huge grins, evidence of wind from the motorcycle ride. And the carefree spirit of the day. In today's world of carefully curated social media posts and big, staged moments, Amy's post resonated because it was so ordinary and yet so special. Fans flooded her comments with messages like, "This is what true love looks like," and "Amy, you deserve this happiness." For Amy, the spur-of-the-moment outing was a reminder of what really matters. In a follow-up comment, she wrote, "You don't always need a plan. Sometimes the best days just happen when you decide to go with the flow." That sentiment speaks volumes about how far she's come since her divorce. In her memoir, A Little Me, Amy opened up about the struggles of feeling unappreciated and invisible in her marriage. With Chris, she has consistently shared that she feels seen and loved for exactly who she is. For longtime LPBW fans, Amy's happiness with Chris is a testament to second chances and the courage to love again. Let's rewind and revisit their journey from first date to their upcoming wedding. Amy met Chris in 2016 at a singles mixer for people interested in motorcycle rides. At first, Amy was hesitant. She'd only recently finalized her divorce from Matt and wasn't sure she was ready to date. But Chris's warm personality, humor, and patience won her over. In 2017, Amy confirmed they were officially dating, and fans immediately fell in love with the way Chris treated her. He didn't just accept Amy's family, he embraced them, building relationships with her kids and even appearing on the show, Little People, Big World. In 2019, Chris proposed to Amy at their favorite restaurant. Amy gushed at the time, "I'm engaged. I never thought I'd find love again, but God had a different plan." Since then, their wedding plans have had ups and downs like many couples. They postponed their original 2020 date due to the pandemic. Now, with their wedding finally on the horizon, Amy and Chris are cherishing every moment together. Their spontaneous outing is a beautiful example of how they keep the romance alive, even after several years together. In interviews, Amy has spoken about how important it is to her that Chris feels like an equal partner, something she struggled with in her first marriage. Chris, for his part, has described Amy as kind, loving, and the most genuine person I know. Their followers love seeing the playful side of their relationship. In one of Amy's stories from the outing, Chris joked about being her chauffeur while she teased him about always getting them lost, both laughing the whole time. As soon as Amy posted the photos, her comment section blew up with messages of support. Here's what some of her fans had to say. "Amy, you inspire me to find love again. Thank you for showing us that life isn't over after heartbreak. Chris is such a gentleman. You can see how much he adores you. You two are couple goals. You both look so happy. Thanks for letting us be a part of your journey." For many who've watched Amy for decades, it's more than just reality TV. Her willingness to be vulnerable about her fears, mistakes, and triumphs gives her story real weight. Unlike some celebrities who carefully filter what they share, Amy's social media presence feels authentic. She posts about cooking in her cozy farmhouse kitchen, visits with her kids and grandkids, and quiet moments with Chris. It's this openness that keeps her fans so invested. Her spur-of-the-moment photos weren't overly staged or professionally shot. They were simple snapshots taken on a phone, a testament to how she values capturing real moments over picture-perfect ones. In many ways, this outing symbolizes the freedom Amy has found in her new chapter. For years, her life revolved around the family farm, the show, and navigating a complex dynamic with Matt Roloff even post-divorce. With Chris, she's learning to embrace spontaneity. She once said in an interview, "Chris taught me to just live in the moment more. I'm a planner by nature, but sometimes you need to throw the plans out the window." That lesson clearly paid off on this special day. Instead of staying home or sticking to a routine, they chose adventure, and it gave them memories to last a lifetime. As their wedding day approaches, fans are eager to know how they're planning to celebrate. Will it be a big event filmed for Little People, Big World? Or will they keep it private, sharing only glimpses online? Amy has hinted that their ceremony will be intimate but meaningful, surrounded by close family and friends. The couple has also been working together on personal projects. Chris continues his real estate work, and Amy has been busy with her cooking ventures, including her YouTube channel and her line of jams and baked goods. Together, they balance work, family, and adventure, proving that love in your 50s and 60s can be just as exciting as when you're young. Amy and Chris's spur-of-the-moment outing may seem simple, but for many fans it's symbolic. It's a reminder that love doesn't have an expiration date, and that happiness is often found in life's small, unplanned moments. Their story also highlights the importance of self-worth and resilience. Amy could have given up on love after her divorce. Instead, she took a leap of faith, opened her heart again, and found a partner who cherishes her. It's no wonder her followers feel so connected to her journey. She reminds everyone that it's never too late to start a new chapter. As Amy and Chris continue to share their adventures planned, or not, one thing is clear. They're building a life that's full of love, laughter, and the freedom to embrace whatever comes their way. Whether it's a motorcycle ride through Oregon's scenic backroads, a spontaneous stop at a farmer's market, or simply a quiet walk hand in hand, these moments define what real love looks like: simple, honest, and deeply joyful. In a world where we're often told to plan every detail, Amy's photos remind us all to leave room for spontaneity, because sometimes the best days are the ones we never saw coming. If you're a fan of Little People, Big World, you know that the Roloff family's story is far from over. Amy's next chapter with Chris promises more heartfelt moments, fun adventures, and plenty of reminders that life is meant to be lived one spontaneous outing at a time. Stay tuned for updates on their wedding plans, and keep following Amy for more glimpses into her beautiful, ever-evolving life. LPBW. Here's the first thing Amy Roloff and Chris Marek did upon their return from an 18-day motorcycle trip. Amy Roloff and Chris Marek, the beloved stars of Little People, Big World, LPBW, have long captured the hearts of fans with their down-to-earth love story, zest for adventure, and dedication to savoring life's simple pleasures. Their recent 18-day motorcycle trip has not only added another chapter to their ongoing journey together but also reminded everyone of the unique bond they share. So, what was the first thing Amy and Chris did when they got home from this epic ride? It's probably exactly what you'd expect from the couple who never fail to cherish the little things. When Amy Roloff and Chris Marek first began dating years ago, their shared love for road trips, motorcycles, and exploring the great outdoors quickly became a hallmark of their relationship. It wasn't just about traveling, it was about creating memories and embracing the thrill of the open road, wind in their hair, miles rolling by under their wheels. This latest 18-day journey took them through winding back roads, quaint small towns, and scenic highways stretching for miles. Fans followed their updates closely through Amy's Instagram stories, where she often posted snapshots of rustic diners, historic sites, and their joyful roadside pit stops. Amy, who once admitted she never thought she'd ride a motorcycle, has fully embraced the adventures she shares with Chris. Over the years, Chris has gently encouraged her to push her comfort zone, and Amy, always up for a new chapter, has leaned into the experience wholeheartedly. Their rides are about more than just the scenery. For Amy and Chris, these trips are about togetherness. They use this time to disconnect from their busy schedules, whether it's filming for LPBW, managing family obligations, or working on the Roloff Farms events, and reconnect with each other. After nearly 3 weeks on the road, the couple returned to their home in Hillsboro, Oregon, tired but exhilarated. So, what was the very first thing they did? In classic Amy and Chris fashion, it wasn't a grand gesture or a big night out, it was all about settling in, sharing a quiet moment and savoring the comfort of home. Amy took to Instagram Live to reveal that the first thing they did was make a simple dinner together. No fancy restaurant reservation, no elaborate welcome home party, just Amy and Chris in their cozy kitchen, cooking up one of their favorite comfort meals, laughing about road trip mishaps, and relishing the routine they'd missed while away. Fans of LPBW know that food has always been one of Amy's biggest love languages. She's a talented home cook, always finding joy in the art of preparing meals for her loved ones. Her cookbook, short, simple family recipes, is packed with the kind of comforting dishes that make any house feel like home. So, it's no surprise that the first thing she wanted to do with Chris was chop vegetables, stir up a hearty stew, or bake a fresh pie together in their kitchen. It's these small rituals that have made their marriage feel grounded and warm. During her live chat, Amy shared sweet anecdotes about the ride, like the small cafe in Montana, where they stumbled upon the best blueberry pancakes, or the unexpected detour through a forest trail that turned into one of the highlights of the trip. Chris, ever the steady road captain, made sure the bike was safe and ready for the next stretch, while Amy snapped photos of the rolling hills and mountain views. One fan asked if they ever get tired of so much time together on the road. Amy just laughed and said, "Never. Well, maybe sometimes when he doesn't want to stop for a snack and I do." That light-hearted honesty is part of what makes their love story so relatable. Coming home is often the best part of any long adventure. Amy described the feeling of walking into their house, still smelling faintly of the lavender candles she loves, and being greeted by familiar sights, photos on the walls, the cozy living room couch, the backyard garden that she's tended so lovingly. She said they dropped their bags, took off their riding boots, and immediately went out to check on their garden beds. They laughed over the fact that the tomato plants had exploded with ripened fruit while they were gone. For Amy, those ordinary domestic moments are as special as any cross-country ride. After their quiet dinner together, Amy and Chris wasted no time catching up with family. Amy called her kids Zach, Jeremy, Molly, and Jacob to share stories from the road. She said that grandkids Jackson, Lila, Josiah, Ember, Boda, and Mateo always love hearing grandma's travel tales, especially when they involve goofy mishaps like running out of gas in the middle of nowhere or getting lost on a scenic byway. Chris also made time to call his side of the family, letting them know they'd returned safely and inviting them over for a weekend barbecue. Their blended family life has always been about open arms and warm welcomes, so their first weekend back was filled with laughter-grilled burgers and playful grandkids running through the yard. Amy and Chris tied the knot in August 2021 in a beautiful ceremony on Roloff Farms, the very place where so many of their memories have been made. Since then, they've focused on building a life full of balance, splitting time between adventure and the simple joys of home. Their marriage has been a beacon of hope for fans who watched Amy navigate her divorce from Matt Roloff and find love again. Chris, with his calm demeanor and adventurous spirit, has been exactly the partner she needed in this new chapter. In so many ways, their choice to cook dinner as the first thing they did back home perfectly sums up their approach to life. Simple moments, shared with the ones you love, are what matter most. Amy has often said that the secret to her happy marriage is making space for both the big adventures and the small, everyday rituals. Whether it's a motorcycle ride through the Rockies or an evening spent clinking wine glasses in their backyard, it's all about finding joy in each other's company. Naturally, LPBW fans were thrilled to get a glimpse into Amy and Chris's homecoming routine. Comments poured in, praising the couple for always keeping it real. One fan wrote, "I just love how genuine they are. After an epic trip, they come home and cook dinner together. That's real love." Another added, "Amy and Chris remind me to cherish the little moments. They're such a beautiful example of second chances and new beginnings." After their big trip and cozy return, Amy and Chris aren't slowing down anytime soon. Amy hinted at a few more travel plans in the works, including a possible RV trip down the West Coast and a weekend getaway to visit friends in Idaho. She's also gearing up for pumpkin season at Roloff Farms, one of her favorite times of year. Fans know that Amy often helps out during pumpkin season, greeting visitors and soaking in the festive atmosphere. If there's one thing Amy and Chris have proven, it's that adventure doesn't have to mean constant movement. For them, adventure can be a Sunday motorcycle ride to a diner 2 towns over, or planning a spur-of-the-moment date night in their backyard. And when the road calls again, you can bet they'll be ready, helmets on, spirits high, and hearts wide open for whatever comes next. The first thing Amy Roloff and Chris Marek did when they got back from their 18-day motorcycle trip wasn't glamorous or headline-grabbing, and that's exactly what makes it beautiful. Cooking a meal together in their familiar kitchen says more about their relationship than any extravagant welcome home party ever could. In a world that often idolizes grand gestures, Amy and Chris remind us that the heart of any great love story is in the small, ordinary moments shared side by side. It's in the quiet conversations over simmering pots on the stove, the laughter echoing through the kitchen, the soft glow of home after miles on the road. As Amy herself would say, keep it simple, keep it sweet, and always come home to each other. Fans can look forward to seeing more of Amy and Chris's adventures both on the road and at home in future LPBW specials, Instagram updates, and perhaps even another cookbook filled with recipes inspired by their travels. One thing's for sure, wherever the road leads next, they'll face it together, 2 hearts, 1 bike, and a lifetime of memories yet to be made. Little People's Amy Roloff responds to rumors she split from husband Chris Marek as she shares new vacation photos. Amy Roloff, the beloved matriarch from Little People, Big World, LPBW, has always been a fan favorite. From her early days on the show to her new life chapters with husband Chris Marek, Amy has shared many ups and downs with her loyal audience. Recently, however, rumors have swirled, suggesting that Amy and Chris might have quietly split. Fueled by speculation over social media activity, cryptic comments, and the couple's sometimes private approach to their relationship, the gossip mill has been working overtime. But Amy isn't one to stay silent for long when it comes to setting the record straight. In a heartwarming new Instagram post, she addressed the rumors head-on, and she did it in classic Amy style, with honesty, positivity, and a healthy dose of beautiful vacation photos alongside her husband, Chris. In this in-depth article, we'll unpack how the rumors started, what Amy shared to squash them, what the vacation photos reveal, and what fans are saying now. We'll also look back at Amy and Chris's relationship journey, including why they continue to inspire so many viewers who have watched Amy rebuild her life after her divorce from Matt